My sister's threatening to sue me. Hi, a few months ago my father passed away. I'm 38, and I have two elder sisters, 45 if single and 49 if married, divorced, two kids. Well, my father and sisters were never good, especially the elder one. They did not speak for like 20 years, and when they did, it was full of chaos, mostly due to the fact that he did not approve lifestyle of elder sister and things she did that would have shamed him as a father. My mother and father divorced when I was 9. So father lived and survived alone, and my sisters and mother, 4 people, lived survived together. As far as I hear from them, my father have them suffered too much, hence the divorce before I was born, and after. I knew he wasn't an easygoing man and perhaps did a lot of bad choices and mistakes in his life. Until I was 27. 28, I saw my father a few times a year. We did not have much in common as I grew apart from him. When around 2012 we came closer and spent about 12 months together. He helped me with construction of my office space and building furnitures together. He was a carpenter teacher, constructing buildings from scratch as his side hustle. After that we stayed in touch and things were rather normal. Maybe also because he was aging, he might have gotten more friendly and easygoing. A few years ago father called me in and said he wanted to transfer the deed of the house he was living in to me along with his car. And I was like, you sure, but why? I don't mind it. I think he was feeling like getting old and something might happen soon. When he said that, he made clear that he did not want the elder sister to have any share on the property. He knew her so well that she would try to sell the property, ruin it and burn the money here and there. His eldest sister was never good with money and has always been in debt in it. And about 6 months ago father was taken to hospital because of stroke and bunch of other health issues. I stayed with him for 15 days and he was released to home. Found him then a caregiver stayed with them, provided them all the necessities, fire, food, medicine, financial support. Then I had to leave as I live and work in a different country. Fast forward to 2 months ago, father passes away. We bury him and the next day eldest sister comes and says, I am going to do this and do that to the property my father used to live with. I told her for the first time that the property is under my name, and she can use the property with her family as a summer house and such. As she suddenly goes wild and starts saying, I have my right on his properties and belongings. I will make a court case and get my rightful share, then use this property the way I want. And I told her, sure, go ahead and do this to the court. If government says it's your right, then I am happy to share. Of course, the middle sister joined the eldest, saying, if somebody is getting their fair share, then I would also join to share. We have never been a close family. As you might think reading above lines, I was always good with my mother and middle sister, never good with eldest sister, and suddenly, never the idea of my sisters are willing to sue me is hitting me very hard. I started to develop breathing issues because this whole thing has been stressing me out. A few weeks ago sisters call me and say they have compiled a list of properties and funds he has and what there is to share. So there is a little money in a bank, a jeep, a small inn somewhere, a wood workshop, and they are, if I'm going to share the deed willingly, if they should make a court case out of. With threats like they are 200, sure they will win this. It will take 4 or 5 years. I would need to pay all the court expenses, and that she arranged a precaution on the deed to prevent me from selling it to somebody else. Meanwhile, not sure if precaution is the right word here. I'm not a native English speaker. Now I really don't care about the money or any gain from this whole crap. 3 things I know of are, if I share the property willingly, in a few she will come and say, I am out of money, I want to sell this place, and I will be either forced to sell or buy both sisters' shares, and I do not have such money. The second is my father did foresee this coming, and he explicitly told me to not give it to her. When he was in hospital, eldest sister never came to visit him, and as always she explicitly, loudly said hope he dies very soon, and I get to enjoy his inheritance. I find this disgusting to speak as such behind him, never take care of him, and right after he dies, she's onto the material she might know. I am talking with lawyers as they did the deed, and I am hearing I have 50 chance to win the case, but it will take 5, 6, maybe 10 years. I really don't want the emotional drain and impact of this on my life, and really looking for a closure. But I share now, and shit it happens, I fear that the only thing my father verbally told me to keep the place and not sell it, he of course did not leave behind any will to prove anything. So there is all kinds of speculation possibility. What would you do if you were in this spot?